Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. Today I am going to discuss a very important topic with you all. So please do watch the video till the end and please do not skip the video, because if you skip then you will not be able to understand properly. Our constitution has given us many things such as fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and along with it, it has also given us 5 rights. So today in this video we will discuss about the writs and the types of writs. So let's first understand the meaning of writs. Our constitution has provided us different rights such as right to life, right to dignity, right to privacy and many more. But there is no meaning of rights until and unless they are properly protected. In simple words, whenever we buy any new assets, then first of all we think about its safekeeping. Just like that, for the protection of fundamental rights and their safeguard, we have some constitution remedies which are mentioned in the Article 32 of the Constitution. In common law, a writ is a formal written order issued by a body with administrative or judicial jurisdiction. In modern uses, the body is generally known as a court. Our constitution has provided us 5 writs, that are habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari and quo warranto. So we will start with its meaning one by one. Along with it, I will try to provide you also the case laws. So the first writ is habeas corpus. It means to have the body. The writ of habeas corpus is used to secure the release of a person who has been detained unlawfully or without lawful justification. Value of the writ is an immediate determination of the person's right to freedom. I have mentioned one case law, that is Balkait Singh versus State of UP. In this case, the son of a person was kept in illegal custody by the police officer. It was established that the son was killed in an encounter with the police. The court awarded Rs 5 lakhs as a compensation to the petitioner. In this manner, this writ has been used effectively by the judiciary for protecting personal liberty by securing the release of a person from illegal custody. Next writ is about mandamus. Mandamus means what we command. The writ of mandamus is generally issued to enforce the performance of public duties by the authorities of all kinds. The court may command a public authority to perform duty belonging to the office of statutory nature. Mandamus is very wide remedy and which must be easily available to reach injustice wherever it is found. Next writ is about prohibition. It means to stop or to forbid. The writ of prohibition is also known as preventive writ. It is issuable before the proceedings are completed. It is issued to restrain a lower court from acting under an unconstitutional law. This writ can be issued when the body concerned proceed to act without or excess of jurisdiction. The findings of the fact reached by the inferior tribunal are based on no evidence. It proceeds to act in violation of the principle of natural justice. So in simple words, prohibition is used until the lower court has announced the judgment. So the next writ is named as certiorari. It means to be certified. This writ is issued to repeal the decision after the decision has already been taken by a lower tribunal. So the difference between prohibition and certiorari is that the writ of prohibition is issued to prevent an inferior court of tribunal to go ahead with the trial of a case in which it has assumed excess of jurisdiction, and a writ of certiorari is issued to repeal the order passed by an inferior court of tribunal in excess of jurisdiction. The last writ is known as the quo warranto. It means by what authority means this writ calls upon the holder of a public office to show to the court under what authority he is holding that office. It views to restrain a person from acting in public capacity which he is not entitled to. This writ can be issued by anybody. A stranger can also issue a writ of quo warranto. This writ cannot be issued against the appointment of a council of ministers, chief ministers and governors. Neither it can question the authority of a private institution to hold an office of a private character. This writ lies only in respect of a public office of a sustainable character. So these were the 5 writs provided by our Constitution. Under Article 32, the Supreme Court has the power to issue the writs order or direction. It states that Supreme Court can issue writs for the enforcement of any fundamental rights which has been mentioned in the Part 3 of the Constitution. The power to issue writs is the original jurisdiction of the court. Under Article 2 to 6 of the Indian Constitution, the High Court has the power to issue direction, order and writ, including the writ in nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto and certiorari. Article 2 to 6 is invoked not only for the fundamental rights but also a violation for other rights. I hope friends you all are clear with the topic. So for today, bye bye and take care, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.